Na, na, na. What? Hey! Hey! Oh, it's what's that? No, come on. Get it. I got the dog. Ow! Christ! Why me? Shut up.
I'll get him.
Robert, are you in there? Meeting in 5 minutes. Robert! Sugar daddy, call me.
Dance to this and shit, turn it on. What's up? You reckon, girls? Sugar is sweeter again?
No, you wouldn't do it to me, Sam. Can you believe it? These chicks want sugar is sweeter again.
I'm going to the meeting. Oh, no. Dance with me and then come back to bed. Don't start. I know Mabel will be disappointed. I think Mabel can just wait half an hour.
Can't start without Robert.
Did you check his room, Cara?
I yelled out to him, but I don't think he's there.
How loud did you yell?
Loud.
No?
Calling Robert Anderson, the lazy shit. Get up and come to a meeting now, you fat lazy slug. Meeting now. We're all waiting.
You ever been trapped underwater? You get hit by a big wave and you can't make it back to the surface. At first it's uncomfortable, then it's painful, then it's terrifying, and then there's this kind of darkness. It's a darkness that's hard to describe, but if you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. And the way I see it, at the moment, I've got two choices. I can either fight like hell to get back to the surface, to breathe again, or I can go the other way and just give up.
Now that everyone's here. Cara, could you run us through the figures you've been showing me?
At the moment, we've got our usual problem. We owe money and there's never enough cash in the bank to pay it all.
We're technically bankrupt.
Technically. But if we take that line, every business is bankrupt. Cara, what I'm interested in is what you were explaining before about how we're sailing out of this problem.
Well, I plotted our income from sponsors, advanced memberships and so on against our regular expense. Now, we're here in week 9 and we're still behind.
But look at the income curve.
As you can see, our position's beginning to improve quite rapidly.
So at what point do you think we'll be in the clear?
Where we're going now, about 3 weeks, maybe 4.
Reality pill, 3 weeks will be history.
Well, not necessarily.
Would you cut the bloody circus, Granger? What you're trying to say, if we read between the lines, is extend the license and you'll get us out of debt. And it's bullshit.
But the real point is that we can now...
Get your 10 grand back.
Absolutely. But that's not what really matters.
Will somebody kill Sam Berserko?
I hope you're enjoying this out there as much as we are in here. Sugar is sweeter again.
We do not want to listen to your old self-indulgence 3 times running, so turn it down or turn it off.
Boring blind bitch.
Hasn't anybody heard of a playlist?
Look, if we just quietly go off air next week, we'll never get a go at a permanent licence.
No. We apply for a temporary licence again next summer. We get ourselves properly organised. You know, get our heads in the right space. We can set some goals. We can make something really special of Raw.
Next summer. How about next life?
You're crazy. We'll lose the momentum.
This place is crazy. It's a bloody madhouse. And the fact that we had B4 in here tells me we've lost it.
Look, forget that. We get a 30-day extension of the licence. We stay on the air, we keep doing what we're doing, and we keep on getting more listeners.
And more sponsors.
And more money.
At the end of the broadcast, we'll have a perfect copybook to present to the ABA. They'll be falling all over themselves to give us a permanent licence.
And we'll look so much like Rock FM, they might just give us theirs.
Bullshit.
You know, everything that was special about this place is slowly being corrupted bit by bit. You're all so caught up you don't see it, but I see it. I go away for 2 days and when I come back, the cancer is spread.
Robert, if you turned up more often, you might have some idea of what's going on. You sound like a bloody stuck CD.
You're never here, and when you are, you knock everything.
What is the point of having these meetings if nothing ever gets decided?
What is the point of you being vice president if you never contribute anything?
Did we say something he didn't like or something?
No way, hipsters. Bye-bye to Sugar Sweeter, because it's that time again. If you want to make a sandwich, have a slash or couple of Fusettes, and now's your chance, because it's news time. You're tuned in to Raw FM, and I'm out of here.
Red alert.
Hey! What's your problem, huh? You too lazy to change a track or too stupid to follow a playlist?
Playlists are bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit. Are you trying to get every listener we've got to switch stations? Because you're doing a bloody good job of it.
Robert, you okay?
Sounds pretty crook.
The news bulletin is sponsored by Leaning Electrical Goods, North Road, Ormond. Among today's items are flash floods in the northern New South Wales have cut road and rail links and stranded. Piss off, you idiots!
Shut up! And stranded students returning.
can't do the news with her making a joke of it, then piss off!
Sorry about that, folks. An attack of the sillies around here today. We'll get back to you with that news bulletin as soon as we can. And in the meantime, here's something to keep you going.
What's going on? Who's supposed to be in charge around here?
I am.
This place is a bloody disgrace.
And who the hell are you, dickwit?
Sam, perhaps you'd like to explain why you're here.
Me explain? It's you who's going to do the explaining, son.
Whatever you say, just tell me what your problem is.
My problem is you and this pack of hooligans who are vandalizing my building.
You're the owner.
The young man that I made the arrangements with said he would not allow this place to be trashed. It's turned into a tip. Where's the one I spoke to?
He's not here at the moment. Perhaps we can talk somewhere quiet and I'll get him to call you later, yeah?
Too bloody right you will. And I want the whole lot of you out of here immediately.
I'm sorry you've put us at a bad moment. We're usually a lot more organised than this. We've had a bit of trouble this morning.
What the hell were you doing in there? This isn't some kindergarten. People are listening to hear the news, not for you to make a dickhead of yourself. They're going to think that Raw is run by a pack of idiots.
If you're going to yell at her, you can yell at the rest of us as well.
Didn't do anything.
Oh, no, she just broadcast to the whole world what a shit heap of a station we are.
What is going on here?
This sort of thing is exactly why we shouldn't even consider extending the licence.
This place has gone to the dogs. Perfect copybook, it's a joke. Oh, bullshit.
Calm down, guys. You're not going to solve anything by shouting.
Take a good look around you, Grange. This is the big, happy family that you're going to present to the ABA and tell them to give us a permanent licence.
Shut up about the licence and just tell me what's going on.
You can't face facts, can you? You have to gloss over everything. Well, this isn't some gullible journos you're talking to here.
We all see what's going on around here and it stinks!
What is his problem?
Far too much dough.
You okay?
Meeting over then?
We'll come back to it. We've got other problems to sort out.
Yeah, too right we do. I want to talk about dickhead DJs not keeping to playlists.
Forget playlists, we want freedom of speech.
It's got nothing to do with freedom of speech, you moron.
Look, we want to play what we want.
Oh, yeah, or what?
Or we strike.
What a joke! You really think anyone gives a shit?
I just think that the DJ should stop paying out on the newsreaders.
Oh, give me a holiday.
This has been going on too much lately.
We're only stirring them. Where's your sense of humour?
Yeah, and let's face it, people listen to Raw for the music, not the news.
Who needs the news anyway? It's just crap.
And so are DJs with big egos and little dicks.
How about we make the news more relevant? You know, make it to what the Raw listeners want to hear.
That's a good idea. We'll come back to it. And the rest of you, try and be civil to one another.
Oh, yeah, whatever you say.
What's this about a lease?
Well, I remember filing something under lease, but I never actually looked at it.
Anderson's tied us into a deal where the owner can kick us out. We have.
There. The period of the lease shall be 3 months, renewable for a further 3 months by mutual agreement.
From when?
Forget it. We've got to the end of the week.
He said we have to get out.
Threatened to send the cops to kick us out. And a damages claim for wrecking his precious warehouse.
The shit heap was derelict when we arrived.
Anderson, how could he be so stupid?
Didn't you see this lease when you first started up?
Never even knew there was one.
Robert's been having us on the whole time about the licence renewal.
What do you mean?
It's just a big front. He knew we were going to get kicked out. He blames it on you because he screwed up with the lease. Probably called the old guy and told him to come down here today.
Of all days.
Just cracks him mental without even bothering to ask what happened first.
He's a bastard. He's going through a bad patch. We've all had those. Just give him some time.
He's been doing this for weeks now. I reckon he's lost it.
I reckon something ought to be done about him.
Oh, that's good.
Thank the packet that it came out of. You've got to take better care of yourself.
It's been bad, but I'm coming out of it. I'm going to get fit. I've been listening to some great music out there. There's some great bands, and I want to bring some of those bands into Raw. And we can end this broadcast on a really positive note, promoting really good local talent.
Wouldn't it be better to stay on air an extra month? Then you can really push that idea to the limit.
I give Granger an extra month and he'll have this place in profit. And then I've got no hope of making people see that what he wants for this place was the total opposite to what we wanted it to be. Now, this was going to be a place where something different happened. Not just the same old commercial dog-eat-dog shit.
I think you're too good for this world, Robert.
I have to do what I think is right.
Oh, and bugger the consequences.
It's the consequences for all of you that I'm thinking of.
Well, I can look after myself.
I didn't say you couldn't.
So you won't sign the licence application form?
I can't.
So what now?
Just go ahead as planned. Start getting the application ready.
And what about Robert?
He'll come around.
What if he doesn't?
Doesn't really have a choice.
You know how stubborn he is.
We've got to stop protecting him.
So he'll either sink or swim.
He'll be fine.
Is it feel or something when my sister don't complain? Nature's got it in you. I thought you'd learn your lesson this time. It's time you learn. Can't see the ground, barrels low, you're looking down. I thought you'd learn your lesson this
Hey, that was fantastic up there. Great sound.
Yeah, well, if Steve will just get me my vodka.
Well, let's organise some airplay for a couple of bands that we've had in here.
Haven't we met before?
Robert's the president of Raw FM.
Of course. You guys are really giving the commercial stations a kick up the arse, aren't you?
Yeah, well, we've got this new strategy that's going to kick some more ass. We're going to showcase some local bands. You know, the bands that the commercials wouldn't dirty their hands with.
So, what's the deal?
Everyone wins if we think local. Raw had gone to the dogs, basically stuffed, you know what I mean? Useless cretins. Off track, seriously off track. So I just gave up, went down a slippery slope, got pissed all the time, just checked out.
Right.
And I thought, no, bugger this. And I've got to do something. I've got to do something positive. Prove that Raw really means something. And that's where bands like yours come in. Yours is the sort of energy that Raw needs.
All right.
And I mean, if you check out, you can check back in, right?
Yeah, right.
Oh, shit.
What are you doing?
I've got to get back to the station. Look, the show's at 2, so can you get there about 15 minutes earlier and we can go through questions and choose the tracks and whatever?
Yeah, I'll be there. Hey, don't you forget the tape.
Got it. See ya. It is worth fighting, because when you least expect it, something happens. You get a sign, and somehow the weight is lifted off you, and you look up, and you can see the surface, and you can see that it's a chance to break free. And it's a chance to breathe again.
Really like the R in the background. It's just really nice. Oh, I know, but we get the media in here from the ground.
What do you think we can do to make the news more interesting?
A surf report.
Tell us any.
Score good dough. Call it whatever. Let's just make it funny. Call it bullshit news. How about slanting the news so it's specifically about kids?
How about slanting some of the shit that goes on around here? That'd make pretty good news.
Yeah.
On the spot, as it plops, eyewitness news of all the raw shit going down.
Man, I'd tune in. Don't you think he'd think it was a bit childish?
Against his principles.
Robert wants to shut down the station on principle.
Bullshit, he can't get away with that, can he?
You think we should do anything to stop him?
Well, he's vice president, right?
Oh, he's just jealous because he doesn't get his picture in the paper.
I reckon we kick him out and get a new vice president.
So you think that's what we should do?
About time we had a female in power.
Yeah.
Oh, why not?
Yeah.
You, Sam. Oh, no, I'd only do it if I could wear a big badge saying vice.
Oh, you would.
I'll tell you what. You take this. Get some opinions on what we should do about Robert and the licence.
Stuff that. I'm going to do an expose on the sexual discrimination going on around this joint.
That too.
I'll help. Jinx.
What's going on?
What?
He signed the first application. The ABA won't accept a new one without his name on it.
Especially when he's our vice president.
Shit. He's got us where he wants us. Doesn't he know it?
Time of my life, and it was such a fantastic vibe. You know, the crowd were really with them. So, you know, they're going to bring that energy and that talent into the studio at 2 on my show. So, I'll see you then.
Thanks, Robert. That's Robert Anderson's show, Glass Onion at 2. And this next track's called Machine by Maddie and the Gutter Grippers, the band Robert's calling his next big thing.
Cool.
Seen one of these before? It's called a playlist. You know how it works?
Yeah, I was just doing a promo thing.
Well, how am I supposed to make other DJs keep to a playlist if you just chuck them in the bin? You're the vice president, Robert. They look up to you.
What do you think about Raw's male-dominated hierarchy?
It's something definitely to be looked at. I mean, I believe in equal opportunity, regardless of race or sex or whatever.
Sexism, whatever, Tran. There's a glass ceiling around here stopping women from doing anything.
A glass ceiling?
Well, what do you think about having a female as vice president?
I think the women should do something around here for a change.
You better watch out. We're going to expose you bastards.
Oh, baby, I'm ready.
It's just not the way to go about it.
He's impervious.
We've tried everything else, Steve.
If he sees it in black and white, shape up or get out, then I reckon he'll come to his senses.
No. We'll be in the studio recording next week, laying a few new tracks.
Great. And then you're off to the UK?
Yeah, that's right. Maddie and the Gutter Grippers are going on their long-awaited Bitches on Heat tour.
Fantastic.
Do you know what a gutter gripper is, Robert?
Oh,
you don't, do you? Have a guess.
I don't think I want to.
No. Tell you what, I've got a better question for you.
Good.
Do you know about my Auntie Mabel? A little secret, was it?
Oh, Jerry!
Listen closely, because I don't tell just anyone about my Auntie Mabel. My Auntie Mabel, under the table.
Satisfied, you miserable bitch!
Hey, hey, hey! Hey, hey! Hey, stop it! Stop it!
Bloody mole, I'm gonna kill you, you bitch!
Talentless slut. Come on, Robert, let's get out of here.
Bitch! Dog! Get off me, Granger! Get off!
Come on, Jerry, let me in. Please. I said I'm sorry. Come on, Jerry, don't you think you're overreacting a bit? Look, it's all Robert's fault. He's a bastard.
He's out of control.
He thinks he can do anything he wants.
It's up to us. We've got to stop him. Look, you know what sort of a mood he's in. He won't respond to reason or common sense. Let's just send the letter. He needs to be shaken up a bit.
Boy, it was funny. You should have seen the expression on your face.
Well, there goes my bright idea.
Shit, it was funny. You've got to admit it was funny.
Get a listen to this.
This is on the spot, as it plops, eyewitness news of all the raw shit going down.
Rob wants to close down the station.
He's just jealous because he never gets his picture in the paper.
We should kick him out and get a new vice president.
Down with male domination.
What do you reckon?
I reckon that'll shove it up him.
I haven't finished it yet.
Do you think he'll know it's us?
Don't worry about it. He's gone. You got the letter?
Take it. It burns.
Good. You make enough copies?
In the light of this and other recent unacceptable behaviour, it is proposed that a vote of no confidence be moved against Robert Anderson at a full meeting of the station on Tuesday, 21st. He's brought this upon himself.
Yeah, but...
Well, on past form, he won't even turn up.
Yes, he will.
Do you know about this letter?
Yeah.
What does he say?
I don't know.
Hasn't anyone told him about it? Robert? Robert!
I can't let the kids at the station down.
Oh, stuff it. Come to London with us. We need a manager, and you're perfect. And how often do you get an offer to go adventuring with 4 gorgeous girls?
Once in a lifetime.
Bastard! Right, you bastard! You coward!
What's the matter with you? Stop yelling.
You bastard! Why don't you talk to me?
Talk to you, you're never around. And when you are, you're either pissed or on some bloody crusade.
You sent me a letter, man!
I didn't write the letter.
Oh, no, you just turned everyone's mind against me.
Go home, Robert. You're pissed.
Bastard! Bastard.
You idiot. What makes you think things are going to change? You're drowning, Robert. You might as well just give up.
I reckon he's pinched it.
Oh, well, we'll just get another copy.
He's like a bloody child.
Hey, the owner's solicitor.
It's Zelda Lee, Mrs. Anderson. If Robert's there or you see him, can you ask him to give me a call at Raw? Thank you.
Shit.
What?
We've been ordered to vacate the premises.
What? When?
Tomorrow.
Are you serious?
Don't worry. We've still got squatters' rights.
Hang on. Here's the application form. It was in your insurance file.
Yeah, right. Robert snuck in here in the dead of night and pinched it. That was your theory, wasn't it?
Look, I want the whole thing finalised at tomorrow's meeting. Either Rob's in or out. If he's in, he signs. If not, Whoever takes his place signs.
OK, let's just fill in the rest of the form.
10 a.m. and time for the new news, raw style. And you lot have told us that you don't give a rat's about Pisspot Yeltsin, Root Rat Clinton, or dead as Dodo Deng Chow Ping Pong. So we've decided to bring you the shocking truth, much closer to home. Here at Raw FM, we're making news, and you're going to hear it as it happens. It's full of juicy bits. But first, a news flash. Raw FM Vice President Robert Anderson has been summoned to appear in Melbourne's Magistrate Court on a charge of drink driving. Mr. Anderson is alleged to have returned a blood alcohol reading of .09 when pulled over by police in the early hours of yesterday morning. Well, well, well. And as if that run-in with the boys in blue wasn't bad enough, Robert is facing a vote of no confidence here at Raw tomorrow. Unfortunately, Robert couldn't be reached for comment on his dicey future.
Oh, look, Mum, I'm sorry, all right?
What were you thinking about? You could have hit something or hurt somebody.
I'm sorry. Well, things have been going bad for me at the station.
You always have to go that one step just too far.
Can we drop it, please? What are you doing here? One time when I was a kid, I nearly drowned, and to this day, Mum reckons that I went out into the big surf on purpose. She thinks I've got some sort of death wish, and she thinks I was trying to do the same thing last night.
Were you?
No. I wasn't doing anything when I was 8 either. I was just curious. I wanted to see if I could ride the big waves.
What's wrong with you at the moment?
I'm working through some stuff, but I'll be okay. I've just got to stop Granger, that's all.
Look, there are a lot of people at Raw who aren't happy with you, Robert. It's not just Granger.
Yeah, but nobody but Granger could dream up a scam like this. No confidence motion. I mean, what is that bullshit?
Granger doesn't think you'll come to the meeting.
Has he already got someone to take my place?
Look, if you don't turn up, they'll suspect the worst. Why don't you just sign the form, get everyone off your back, and then you can really concentrate on getting the place back on track.
Did Granger put you up to this?
No, it's got nothing to do with Granger.
That's bullshit, and you know it. Jesus, Zelda, I thought I could trust you.
Look, if you don't sign it, they'll get rid of you and someone else... Look, face facts.
You take this piece of shit and you get out of my house.
Screw you.
Oh, I thought that was a privilege you reserved for presidents.
Where is he? Did he sign?
What happened to you?
Went swimming.
Is he coming to the meeting?
Don't you want to know whether he signed your application?
Yeah. But I want to see if he's willing to face the mob.
Don't think so.
Then it's his funeral.
The cops have impounded his van because he was pissed.
Yeah, no, right. He never does anything. Shut up! Everyone just shut up. Someone, some group of you, I don't know who, floated this no-confidence motion in Robert and asked for this meeting. I think the person who did should take over the meeting and explain, and do whatever you want to do. Well, it's not my motion. If no one's got the guts to front it, I'm going to get on with something important, like the extension of the licence.
Hang on. This is a meeting to discuss the motion of no confidence. Some member or members have specifically requested it. It's okay, it doesn't matter who it was, but you can't ignore what the members want.
Fine. You chair the meeting, Mark.
Why? You're the president.
It's not appropriate. I'm biased. Rob's my oldest friend. If we discuss the no-confidence motion, I'm standing down.
This is ridiculous. How can we discuss a no-confidence motion if Robert isn't even here?
Look! If you're not going to chair the meeting, then I think it should be Zelda. She's the other founding member.
Yeah, well, she's the oldest. Whoever's accusing Robert, stand up and say so.
Look, it doesn't matter, Curtis. Someone's got to do the deed, so it might as well be me. Let's just get it over with. You all know what the motion is. So who wants to talk in favour of the motion? Robert? We were just debating this no-confidence motion against you. And I was asking if anybody wanted to speak in favour.
Why do you always have to be so mean?
You pretend it's some bullshit about promoting local bands. You're a shit stirrer, Robert.
Why don't we let the people against the motion speak?
Sure, speak.
I've got something to say. I don't think we should mix up the question of extending the licence over this no-confidence motion bullshit.
Is that it? Anybody else?
I think Robert's done a really good job. He works harder than anybody and he thinks about other people.
I agree.
Have you got anything to say in your defence, Robert?
This is the Constitution of Raw. I don't know if any of you have bothered to read it, but basically it sets down the rules by which the station's governed. On page 4, there's a clause. It states that you can't get rid of an office bearer without a vote of the majority of the membership.
Oh, that's bullshit. Since when has there been a constitution?
Yeah, I agree it is bullshit, Sam, but it's legal.
He's right.
I don't remember any constitution.
Where did it come from?
I wrote it.
Oh, that's
We had to have one for the 60-day licence application. And Granger was too busy with the launch party, so I drew one up.
Well, easy. We've got all our members here. Let's take a vote.
You have to give 7 days notification in advance to all members. Clause 13. It's also on page 4.
Just tear it up and vote.
It's a legal document.
See you in 7 days, loser.
Rob, wait. What happened in there, it's bullshit. Yeah? We've got to fight this thing. We? I had nothing to do with the letter. Okay? Nothing. Look, you've had your way. You've stuffed the licence application and I'm pissed off. But there's a lot more at stake here than just Raw.
Really?
What do you want me to say? You're not going to let these kids stuff our friendship, are you? Shit, Rob. These kids are really wired. They're ready to strike out at anybody, at anything.
Oh, I see. So you could be next.
Can't you see what you're doing?
I see only too clearly, Granger. I see your selfish, twisted little dream and woe betide anyone who dares get in your way.
Rob, please,
You don't stop to ask what the other person is thinking, how they're feeling, what it looks like to them.
Robert's no better.
It's not about blame, Sam. I'm asking you to see it from my perspective. Robert's my friend.
Well, what if he's attacking you?
I've got to ask why he's doing something. It just looked that way to you because of Maddie.
Oh, she's a bitch.
Yeah. I know you think I'm hard, but... Well, I've got rules about friends, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I'll apologise to him.
Okay.
You talked me into it.
You agreed to the wording of the motion.
I can't believe I was so stupid. He was never going to respond to a threat.
Would he have responded at all if we'd just said, "Pretty please, Robert, be a nice boy like he used to be"?
You've got no bloody idea what you've done.
We have provoked a serious consideration of whether Raw needs someone like Robert. Someone who can't cooperate with the majority, who's obstructing us getting a permanent licence.
That's not the point. He's gone right off the deep end. You do not say to Robert Anderson that you've lost confidence in him.
Oh, I see. He gets special treatment now, does he?
Yes! Yes, yes!
Look, if we just get the licence extended, it'll all blow over. No, I don't want to lecture, Neil. All I need to know is it legal? Yeah, well, he's hardly going to resign, is he? Great. That's all I need. Look, no, Tuesday's bad. Can you say sorry to her for me, then? OK, I'll call her. See ya. You and Zelda just sign the licence. The application's really just a formality. If they query the signature, we'll hold on to the documents for a few days until after the meeting. And then it's either Robert who signs or whoever takes his place.
What if Rob finds out and tells the ABA?
He won't show his face till the meeting, not after today. He won't have a clue what we're doing until it's too late for him to do anything.
Sounds like you're assuming his history.
Doesn't really matter.
Simple as that.
It'll help us get over our problem.
You're the one who wrote the no confidence motion, aren't you?
I knew about it.
Guilty and not guilty. Okay. We'll do it. But lay off the kids. If there's going to be a fight, I want it fair.
Of course.
You hang in until you feel like your chest is going to burst. And the booming in your ears will never stop. And then you let go. You check out and it's all over. And you make it back to the surface, but somehow everything looks different. The shore's still there and the breakers are still there, but it's okay. The panic's gone. It's okay.
Who messed these up?
Probably Robert.
We'll have to change the logs.
Who's taking the coffee plunger?
Probably Robert.
Wasn't it his anyway?
It was the station's. Go look in his room for it.
There is a whole pile of shit that we have to investigate. Like that $5,000 that went missing. Put that on
It's
the news.
defamatory if you blame it on Robert.
But we can hint.
Oh, let's just leave Robert out of it. You know, start working on new ideas for the news.
He deserves every bit he
Ranger!
gets.
Quick, come here, Zelda!
He's quit.
This is the new application, and Cara's filled in all the details. All you have to do is sign.
Where?
You okay, Z?
He didn't have to live here, you know. With all the kids around wrecking his stuff. He chose to. What's that?
Letter from the owner to Robert. I was impressed with your passionate plea on behalf of the young people at your radio station. I suppose I have old-fashioned values and you are the younger generation and do things differently. So I've decided you can stay on in the warehouse for another month, as long as you clean the place up when you leave. Best of luck, Serge Tempinelli.
Passionate plea. That'd be right.
Bloody Rob.
This is Zelda Lee leaking the news to you. Today, in the wee hours of the morning, an unidentified male beamed out of Raw to planet Marta. This fugitive is now being sought after for questioning. If you encounter the suspect, proceed with extreme caution and fire the following questions. What is the meaning of number 42? And why question the universe? Why do you ship me the way you do? And last but not least, wherever you are, take good care.
We are the sad people, those scared, 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 scared eyes, insane, unseen, and island, inside, inside out minds. I'm being dead, isn't being alive. What's wrong with the air? 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 The red line when the sky ends. The pretty ugly lives. Can't take your car to heaven. Can't take God for a drive. I'm being dead. Isn't being alive. What's wrong with the air? 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 What's wrong with the sky? What's wrong with your eyes? What's wrong with the air? What's wrong with the sky? Around you, around you, around you, around you, around you. You wanted to be weightless. You didn't want to wait. You wanted to be weightless. You didn't want to wait. You wanted to be brainless. You didn't want to think.
Remember, tonight's Raw FM can be seen again late Friday night before Rage. And join us this week for an insider's view of the rave subculture, as well as a great collection of short dramas and animation made by young Australian filmmakers. That's the Loud Hour, 8:30 Thursday. There's more drama coming up tonight on This Life.